How's the altitude for you? Jason Mans just walked in the green room and he's like, hey! It gets you if you're not used to it. Oh yeah, we have 2 guests coming. I'm gonna just do the thing where I just kind of like, gonna casually walk over here and see if they're ready. They're ready. All right, are we ready? I'm ready. 2 of the coolest guys on the circuit, Fergus and McKinney. We can make it if we try, just the 2 of us, you and I. Just the 2 of us, building castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us, you and I. Woo! Robbie, Gail McKinney.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you, man.
It's good to get the band back together, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice. So Fergus just flew in from Ireland, literally yesterday. Doesn't know what day it is.
No.
It's not on.
I think that was a deliberate.
Oh, hey!
Oh my goodness! Hi! It's so good to be back. Are you guys pumped for the weekend? Oh, I'm pumped for it. I'm out of breath. This is so strange. Oh my
I can't
goodness!
believe this is happening.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
What a nice surprise to get this call. Hey, Robbie, take a break. We got this.
Okay, let me just take off my jacket.
Ooh, all right. We're doing that. Did you get a shower?
Oh Jesus! The shower was broken in my room, so I didn't shower. No,
Did you break it?
I didn't. No, I didn't. Not this time. Not like that time. So, God, we're all a bit out of practice. Has anyone been to any other cons since the 2-year hiatus?
Yeah?
Some. Okay.
Supernatural ones or other ones?
One.
So not really that great, let's be honest.
Well, that's
I gotta tell you, it's just so great to have the band back and
Yeah.
be back in this crazy world.
Yeah. I was a little nervous coming up here. It's been a while, like you said, we're out of practice.
So what's new with you?
What are we gonna talk about?
Well, tell me. You got any new tattoo?
I think I had this one for a while,
Oh,
but
that's nice.
yeah, got some more ink. I was thinking about getting another one. I did work a job recently though where they had to like cover it up, and that was a little annoying. So maybe I'll just get the next one on my butt.
Well, I just had a couple of babies. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, he texted me a couple days ago saying, "Hey, we got a panel together," and I was like, "Yeah, awesome." I said, "Are you a dad yet?" And he goes, "Oh, big time." And he sent me a picture of 2 beautiful twin baby girls, and that's just so perfect. That he got 2 twin girls.
Juno and Maud. Yeah, they're cool.
Juno and Maud, great names.
But it just takes jet lag out of the equation because you don't sleep more than 3 or 4 hours anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. Okay, so you've been back in Ireland with
Yeah,
the girls.
so we went back. We went back to, like in August of last year. We left LA, and I was like, it was just a bit rotten at the time. I found. I don't know if you found the same thing. And I was working on this show in Norway anyway in October, so we left and we went home, and it was all great to be back in Ireland for a while, and Hayley loves Ireland, and then we went to South Africa at Christmas time, and my sister lives in South Africa, and we got stuck there in lockdown. My wife got pregnant, we all got COVID, we all survived, thank God, and then on the I'll tell you this, right, so on the flight back out, I had to go to Norway to work, and they obviously couldn't get on a plane with still positive results, and they were like, listen, we can't hold a date. We got to film on the 25th, and anyway, so there was all that stress, and we decided we'd get a quick gynae appointment before we left. So we got everything on the same day.
A what appointment?
A gynecologist.
Gynae. Yep.
Did you all know what I was talking about?
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
I've just never heard gynae before. Screw me.
OBGYN. So we got my sister's OBGYN, who is this quite acerbic, very serious Belgian woman. Great gynecologist, but not a great bedside manner. So myself and Hayley walk in, we no previous kids, so this was all new to us. We'd a flight booked later that day to leave South Africa to get to Norway on time. Anyway, so it was all very sweaty, and get in there, and we're sitting there, and she's like looking at Hayley, and she's touching, she's like, yeah, you know, it's I don't think you're 8 or 9 weeks. You're more like 15, 16 weeks. So there's a problem. There's some kind of problem. And we're just sitting there going, what the fuck is she saying? And she's like, yeah, there could be an issue here. And you go, anyway, I talk too much. Just put you on the table and we'll scan. People tell me I talk too much. And I'm like, fucking right they are. And so Haley's like shitting herself and getting on the...
Literally?
No. Not yet. And anyway, so she gets on the examination table. Long story short, the lady does the examination. She goes, oh, no, I'm wrong. It's twins.
Oh, wow.
What?
I don't know how. Does anybody else here have twins? Yeah. I don't know how you do it. Well, do you at least have family nearby to help you?
Yeah. We do. We have. My mom is fantastic, especially when I'm coming here. Like it's hard to leave, but it's. So you have to put bread on the table, Gil. Sure. It's no longer about numero uno. Numero due, tre, quattro. And so it's hard, but my mom is fantastic, and my little sister's fantastic, and we'll do that. We'll burn them out for the next few months, and then move back to LA, and then burn out her parents. So we've got a decent strategy going.
Good. Because I mean I have two. I've got a 5-year-old and an 18-month-old, and it's a lot. And I can imagine going through the whole newborn phase with two.
Yeah.
Because we, living in LA, my wife and I, we don't. I got my sister-in-law around, but she's a little flighty, so she can. God, I hope she doesn't see this. She'll never help.
No one's recording it. Don't worry.
But that's really the only family member we have nearby, so it's a lot. Our son was born March 29th, 2020, so it was right whenever all this craziness was breaking out, and I was it was a blessing and a curse in the beginning to be at home with a newborn, but at least we got to be there and be with the baby and not have any other pressing issues.
And in countries like in Scandinavia, for example, in countries like Norway, there's a 3-month compulsory paternity leave and a 9-month maternity leave. And they can do 6 and 6. He can do 9 and she can do 3. But both parents have to be at home at one point to kind of encourage family setup and the union and all that kind of jazz. I think it's a really great idea. Yeah, that's awesome. There's a lot of leaves we can take from their book, but let's not get political on the first day. Let's have some fucking fun. Sorry, are there children present?
So your girls are how old now?
My girls are 9 weeks old.
9 weeks. Wow.
9 weeks old.
Now this is a good trip for you.
Yeah.
Good trip for you. Hopefully you get to sleep.
I got 2 hours and 45 minutes of sleep last night, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
I slept for 9 hours. I haven't done that in over a year.
Fuck you.
I tried to go longer, but my body wouldn't let me. I was just laying there, and I was like, you don't have to get up. You can just lay here for a while.
Yeah, it is quite a treat.
It's so quiet. Then my wife's texting me, because she's doing the morning routine, taking the kids to their different schooling situations, and I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm just trying to get a little shut-eye right now. Can you call me later?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't like that at all.
You didn't answer, you'd like to call. Fuck that.
It was nice to hear from my wife last night that my daughter missed me, because I picked her up from school a couple days ago, and I was, anytime we leave town, you gotta have that conversation, and it can go one of two ways. And so Vivian's in the back seat, and I'm worried about it. I'm like, hey, Viv, just so you know, I'm going to be leaving town for a few days. She's like, why? I'm like, well, I've got a little job to go to. I got to go make some money so I can, pay for you. And I try to explain it like that, and she's like, oh, it's okay, Dad, I won't miss you. And then she follows that up with, I love Mommy more than you, so I'll be okay. I was like, oh, cool. All right, well, that went well. But that's just kind of how her mind works, and she's been saying that a lot lately. Like, Dad, love Mom more than you, and then Cam, and then our dog. I was like, well, at least I'm in second place. But it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully that'll change one day. But yeah, so she sent me a little card last night.
She misses you despite herself.
Yeah. It's like, she's playing it cool, and then once I'm gone, she's like, wait, what? Where's my dad?
Yeah. Well, it's been a crazy 18 months, you guys, and I'm so glad to be back, and I'm so dying to hear some of your questions. So who wants to go first? You ready?
Shaking.
That's okay. Deep breath.
I was
What's your
asking.
name?
What's
your name?
Emerson?
Emerson. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Emerson?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. So did you just come here? Did you drive here?
No, we flew a plane.
You flew. Okay.
It's a long drive.
On your own with people? With
My sister.
With just lovely. Hi, sister.
My mom.
And your mom.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
fantastic. What a great family trip. Okay. Now, what would you like to ask?
What was your favorite scene of being the character you were?
Favorite scene? What was your favorite scene, Gil?
Oh, wow, it's been so long. You know, it's been a long time.
You were just telling me though inside.
You know, you were like, I've had two-year hiatus. I'm like, I've had like a 7-year hiatus from the show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's been a long time, but you know, anything when I was in the car with the boys, you know, that was probably like the highlight. Getting to getting to ride in that car with Jensen driving and Jared. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It's funny how your memories kind of like change. I've been asked that question several times during these cons, and you know, I always used to say the big scene was my last scene, the scene in Dagon where Dagon came down, and it was a big huge action scene, and I tried to do some of my own stunts. It's not a wise idea.
You're not good at your own stunts?
Apparently not. No, but I found out the hard way. So I was there. You know, babies. I was supposed to do this kind of thing where I get blown back over the trunk of baby and fall on the ground.
Yeah.
And my stunt guy was like, he did it once. And I said, you know what? I got that. I can do it. And then on the fourth take, you realize what you've done, like, because it's not just once. You know, it's 4 takes from multiple different angles. So my ass was like black and blue. And then he did another stunt later on in the night where I don't know if you watch back the episode, he just from a standing stop just does a backflip and lands on his back. Now he's wearing one of those back protectors, but I was like, you know what? You got this. You got it. But that was my favorite for a long time. But then when I look back at it, and I give some of the more acting scenes when you actually have a lot of dialogue and there's a to and fro. I had a couple of small scenes with David that I loved. So yeah, it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. I'm sorry I'm so vague, but
yeah, you know, and like Adam touched on, as time goes by, whoa, that's weird. As time goes by, you know, it starts to kind of wash out. There's things that you remember, the things that stand out. But yeah, I guess some of them, like you said, some of the more like real acting scenes are, you know, you feel like you're doing something important and fun and cool and
doing your actual job.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emerson. That's a great question. Thanks, love.
Thank you, Emerson.
Round of applause for Emerson.
Are we going over here too?
Let's go over here.
Great. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
This one's more for Adam.
Sweet. I'm just gonna check out.
Yeah, good day now. As a fellow twin parent, hello. Yes.
Hello.
I was screaming from over there. I'm over here now.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Have you guys gotten a lot of the really cliche, kind of stupid twin things said to you all the time that you gotta be like, oh, never heard that one before?
It's said to me or sent to me?
Like said to you, like
Yeah, do you know what?
whilst out and about.
It's not just a twin thing, but like, you know,
What are the things?
No, the things that I'm going to say are things that you probably got said to you before you had kids. You know, like, the first one was, I've got, all of my friends have kids ahead of me, all my friends back in Ireland. And I called my best friend and his wife, who were just dying for me. Yo, wait till you fucking go through this pain. You know? Wait till you go so on that day, I get to the airport, I'm sweating buckets. We've just found out we're having twins. Every time we look at each other, it's like, and then you do another antigen test when I got to the airport. So you get to the airport, you've done your PCR test and all that jazz, and get to the airport and you're like, oh, you're flying through Amsterdam. If you're on Dutch territory, you've got to do another antigen test when you get to the airport. So I'm like, well, what the fuck happens if I test negative and you test positive? I just say goodbye, I gotta go to work, see ya, and leave her here? And then he's like, yeah. And then I just started sweating. Like I was soaking wet. Anyway, thankfully we both get on the plane, but I text my buddy when I get on the plane and said, twins. And he calls me straight away, he goes, fuck off, no way, really? And him and his wife in the background breaking their stones laughing. Just like, ha ha ha. The schadenfreude was real. And And so, but those kind of people, that they're also the people you talk to and rely on most for support. They're all the people that are looking at you going, oh, did you get a shit night's sleep last night? Welcome to the club. So I think they enjoy, maybe it's an Irish thing as well, they enjoy the pain and suffering you go through. But tell me something. Tell me what the kind of teaching things you're referring to.
I would say for me, a lot of them is like, oh, buy one, get one free. I'm like, oh, no, that's not how that goes.
Well, it was free, really. Like the second was free.
It starts to not be so free.
Yeah, no, I get the feeling it's around the corner, and you get through this. Another thing people would say is like, I was like, this is the hardest part, right? This part is the hardest part, right? This part? No, this is the breeze. Wait till I get to 1. Oh, 2, 3. Oh, you're fucked. You're totally fucked. So, it is what it is. I think like everything else, it's very easy to tell people the shit things about parenting. You know, the downside of parenting, because that's the thing that's most on the surface.
Relatable on the surface.
Yes, the most subjective, or is that the right thing? Right word? It's the most common ground that people can all find. They don't sleep. The kids are giving them shit about X, Y, and Z. But the things you can't really, the indescribable things of like when you're looking at your child and she coos and smiles at you for the first time. It's just like, that's breaks you. Yeah. And so all the things that are worthwhile are hard to describe to somebody else, or because they're so subjective. So I will continue. Some of the best advice I've gotten is like, don't listen to anybody. Just don't listen to anybody.
Yeah, you can have your own experience.
You have your own experience. Sure. Like, listen to the doctors, maybe.
Well, maybe.
You know, the midwives know a thing or two about a thing or two. We get a bit of help in every once in a while, because it's just with twins. You only have two hands each, so you're like a single parent effectively.
Right.
And then when you want to like put the kid down to start to change the potatoes or turn on the oven, and they start wailing. Anyway. Enough about my kids.
It's a lot.
Hi. Thanks for your question, by the way. And what are your kids? Are they a boy and a girl, two girls?
I have one of each.
One of each. Well,
yes.
Congratulations. They're a blessing. Thanks for your question.
Hi.
A little round of applause. It's lovely. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hey, Krista.
Hi. I'm doing a game called Mad Libs, and I was wondering if you got my letter, Adam.
Did not.
Oh my goodness.
Where was it sent to?
I think you had me send it to Dublin.
Okay, then it's in Dublin, to my agents in Dublin? Was it?
I don't know. I just know that.
Oh, I got it. I threw it away. Sorry.
Go on anyway.
Okay, so the game, Mad Libs, it's when you ask someone to give you a noun, adjective, body part, that kind of thing, and I fill it in, and it tells a story, and I'm going to fill in that story at Rob's last panel. So,
okay. So what do you need from Adam?
I need from one of you guys a part of the body from Adam, and Gil, I need a noun from you.
Just anything.
The part of the body, part of my body.
Any noun. Banana.
That's a noun. Good job.
Oh,
I don't know why that's the first thing.
what was that groan? Was that a pleasurable groan, or was that a? Oh, Jesus, McKinney. Oh. What's an interesting part of the body? Someone give me some suggestions. I got a couple suggestions for you. Don't say banana. Okay. Maybe a toe. Penis is a bit too on the nose. Elbow.
Your weenus.
You were like rugby gear or something?
Rugby.
Oh, look at this! I love the cosplay. Well done, guys.
I saw that episode.
So we got an elbow and a banana. Are you happy with those suggestions? Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Hi. What's your name?
My name's Riley.
Hi, Riley.
Nice to meet you.
You may have heard from backstage the questions about the Blue Stallion outside the airport.
I have not, but I'm intrigued.
Blue Stallion?
Yeah, driving into the airport, off to the side of the road, there's a statue of a blue stallion.
Oh, right, yes, I know what you're talking
glowing
about.
red eyes.
Right.
What's your opinion of
Of course
him?
he is.
What's our opinion of him?
Yeah.
That makes me so sad.
Is that what he's called, the Blue Stallion?
He's one nickname is Blucifer.
I always just thought it was a Bronco.
It is a Bronco, right? Yeah.
Well, I got in last night, so I don't think I got to see him, but I did see him a few years ago when I was here.
I'm not going to start slagging off the symbol of Denver, you know.
No, I mean, I thought it was sweet. I kind of wanted to ride it. I don't know if that's an option.
One thing was Blucifer. Are we giving him nicknames?
Lucifer.
Glowing red eyes.
He's got red eyes.
Red eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think there's a bit of a supernatural vibe to this horse? Is that what we're saying?
He's scary, but he's a part of Denver. The big blue bear in front of the convention center, the yellow stack off of I-25, those things are all Denver. They don't make sense, but they are Denver.
How's the body on the horse? How's the physique?
Strong.
Is he well endowed?
It's graphic?
It's graphic.
He's got some fine calves.
Everything's going on, huh?
Like those calves, you know, those horses' calves, they're gorgeous. Ooh, where'd you get those calves? You must work out. You must work out. Anyway, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna go with Blucifer.
What, a name for it?
I don't know.
Blue balls?
Okay. Blue balls.
I don't know. I think it's sweet though, because I mean, what other airport has something like that? I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Tiara, beautiful Tiara.
Thank you. So as you both are new fathers, as you've both talked about, what is your favorite nursery rhymes? And if you have one, can you sing us a little?
I haven't started the nursery rhyme thing yet. Mary Had a Little Lamb always just was the one that sprung to mind. What other nursery rhymes? Are people just too obsessed with Disney now? Has all the old school nursery rhymes gone out the window? Or do we still use the old school nursery rhymes?
Yeah, I think old school ones are still in play.
Okay.
I mean, there's nursery rhymes and then there's like lullabies, right?
Yes.
They're not totally the same. I don't know. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you. Which is a beautiful song, but also incredibly sad. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a fan of that one.
There's quite a few Irish kind of ballads that you sing.
Danny Boy.
By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man call. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now you must raise our child with dignity. It's about a guy who's getting
Nice.
Low lie the fields of Athenry. Have you never heard that before?
I don't think so.
Beautiful, but it's beautiful when it's sung by someone who can sing. But again, it's about this guy who's getting murdered by the British because he stole some corn for his family.
Yeah, it makes sense for babies. They gotta learn that early.
Exactly. Oh, very good. That's a great question. Thank you. We're over here.
Hi.
Hi. So I just have one thing. Being a music major, the whistling, it was a bit off. Oh! You were just a little bit behind.
Whoa! It's too high.
Just a little bit behind.
It was too high.
Just a little bit behind.
Okay, cool. I was a little bit behind. Well, I was I was doing a harmony.
Yeah.
You probably haven't gotten there yet. Next year.
Wow.
Next year when you do harmonies.
Wow.
I know harmony pretty well, thank you. But I do have a question.
Okay, please.
So how was it working with Jared and Jensen?
Who? Jared and Jensen?
J-Rod?
Jared?
Jared? And
Jared
Johnson?
Never heard of them.
Okay.
No, look. You go.
I mean, it was cool. I really enjoy both of those guys a lot. You know, sometimes when you're I've told this story before, but sometimes when you're a guest on a show, the stars don't really give you the time of day. It depends on the show. But Supernatural was never that, at least in my experience. I mean, those guys kind of set the tone, and like from day one, from the first time I walked on set for like my fitting for my blue suit. Like, they went out of their way to find me and make me feel welcome, and I really appreciated that. And you know, they're both Texas boys like me, so we had that in common, and we kind of hit it off. Yeah, they're a blast to work with. Yeah.
Like, you know, I've told the story multiple times, and my first experience of working with the boys was I'd done a couple of scenes. Oh, and on the suit front, I was given this really expensive suit my very first day. And I was like, it was an episode from the previous episode, just to tie in, and you just saw my shoulder, and this car was crashed in a ditch, and there was brambles everywhere, and I was going in around like this, going, oh, jeez, fucking the suit. And Bob was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I said, I don't want to ruin the suit. And he goes, fuck the suit. Your character? I said, no, just it's a nice suit. And he's like, we got more suits. Just do the fucking job.
Sorry, yeah, okay. That's great.
But yeah, my first experience with working with the boys was down in the dungeon when I also got shipped with Misha after that, or Castiel, because I go, I said, had some line that someone said to me recently what it was. It was, I bet you could kick my ass or something. And then I gave him my card. And everyone was like, and I didn't, reading it and preparing for that part of the scene, I was like, I don't see that. And of course, the very first thing that happens on Twitter the next day is like, oh my God, did you see that? Mick gave Castiel his number. But anyway, so Jared is tied to a chair and Jensen is there, and I start, unlike David Hayden Jones, who stayed in the same voice, his British voice the whole time, I would just dip in and out of it. And so I'm going, oh, how you doing? Hi guys, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Let's do the scene. And I start going into my accent. And as soon as I started going into my accent, Jared's like, whoa, cut. What the fuck are you saying? I don't understand him. Does anyone else understand him? Jared's like, no, man, I don't. Start again. And I said, I think he's joking. I'm pretty sure he's joking. I do it again. He's like, no, cut. Man, no one can understand a word you're saying. Anyway, he was joking, but I'd say for a couple of those takes, I'm just beetroot red until I got get rid of the embarrassment of the situation. But yeah, so that's the baptism of fire is the kind of thing. You know, they're like, say if you can pass the test. You know? So. I
mean, to be on a show for that long where you, first of all, as the actor, you can call cut. That just to fuck with the other actor. Like, wow, what must that feel like? I mean, Jared definitely fucked with me. Yeah. Jensen was a bit, he's a bit kinder, a bit more gentle. Jared liked to mix it up. Yeah. Almost too much. He would definitely toe that line where the crew was like, ah.
I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so fun.
Being a messer myself. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you? So I don't actually have a question, but I have boy and girl twins who are 19 years old.
Oh, cool.
And I just wanted to give you the best advice that I ever got, which is it never really gets better, just different.
Are your kids out of the house?
Yes.
Oh, is that better?
Well, answer me this. Would you have preferred two boys?
No.
No, I hear boys are trouble. Being a boy myself.
Yeah. I could not imagine if you had two boys. You know, like, look out.
So, to lower the tone of the conversation even a little bit further, my friend said to me the other day, when I was saying, oh yeah, but I don't have boys, you've got boys, and he goes, yeah. I've got to worry about 3 dicks for the rest of my life. You got to worry about thousands.
Oh, that's so wrong. So wrong.
You got a weird sense of humor. Thank you. Great advice. Krista, jump on in.
Krista.
Welcome back.
You as well.
Thank you so much. I love the green t-shirt.
So are you guys sleeping more or less, and are you drinking more or less in your 20s now that you're parents? Now that you're
Wait, sorry, in our 20s? Oh, yeah.
Versus
in our 20s. Are we sleeping more or less or drinking more or less than our 20s?
Well, my drinking went, at 16, it went like that. And now it's kind of a rite of passage as an Irishman. You go to the level and you just stay on it.
I mean, definitely sleeping less with kids. And if I'm being honest, probably drinking more. Yeah, I don't know. 20s were pretty wild. 30s kind of leveled out, and now I'm trying to be 20 again. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's funny, isn't it? Like, post-pandemic, you see, I put on so much fucking weight during the pandemic. I came back, I was doing this TV show in Norway, and I went to, as I told you, to South Africa for 2 months. A month of which was extra. We didn't really plan on it, but so they lovely food and wine down there, and I came back and I was trying to put on the same suit I was wearing in November on the TV show. Like, it was comical how much weight I put on. It was,
yeah. It doesn't feel good.
You're gonna have to move a button. She's like, move a button? You're gonna have to get a whole new pair of trousers. You've gone up a whole size and a half.
Before I left yesterday, before I went to the airport, I had to do a self-tape for a movie, and the character said he's wearing like a really nice suit. I never wear suits, but I went to my closet and I pulled out the suit that I got married in. It's the nicest suit I have. I mean, it was a joke trying to put these pants on. Like, I mean, not even close. I was like, God, I felt terrible about myself. And,
just shoot it from here up. Just shoot it from here up.
Exactly.
And then they always ask you to do something what's called a slate.
With a full body slate.
So they want a full body slate. Which
full body slate.
Nonsensical thing in fucking acting. It's like, we want to see what if you have legs.
Yeah. It's so funny that you say that, because it's like this thing now, and I always have to go back and double check, because when you
always forget.
When you do this, you always forget, and you go back because I've already done the slate, and you go back, that's full body slate. Damn that full body slate. That means I have to put pants on.
Oh yeah, like that's the pandemic. Like you're walking around in your shorts permanently, and if you were lucky enough to get an audition during the pandemic, on the shirt and the jacket. And then you're wearing the shorts. I actually did. I was so pissed off one day. I did a slate in my shorts and barefoot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I rarely put shoes on.
Yeah. But it was cool. What else did you do during the pandemic? Did you? Because Krista, I'm still answering your question. Like I did drink a lot during the pandemic. In the first few months, it was like a novelty.
Yeah. It was like
we fuck all else to do.
Yeah. Right.
And so you paid it off that way, and I had a good partner in crime, and. In my wife, but then of course, she went and got pregnant. So I had to drink on my own.
What was that?
Yeah, I mean, look, we were in it with the kids right off the bat. Obviously, had a newborn right when everything kicked off. I'd like to say that I bettered myself during that time. It was just like full dad mode for a while.
And you have so much opportunity. You have so much opportunity to go for a run every day, or you're doing nothing. And then you wake up and like, oh yeah,
really? Netflix again?
I think I just hurt my neck and that way I slept last night. I know I'll go skip the run today. I'll start tomorrow. Like, it's hilarious. It's just I got so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
And didn't love every minute of it. Because the pandemic was hard for everybody, but some more than others, of course. I'm not sleeping. I'm a shit sleeper anyway. I
can imagine that.
And we got these things for our watch, and I would always take my thing off at night, my watch off at night. But hey, you got this app, sleep tracking app. It's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. It's the fucking worst thing. 2 hours and 45 minutes? Are you kidding me? I definitely must have slept for longer. And if you convince yourself you've slept for longer, then you're in much better form. But if you think that you've only had 4 hours sleep, or 4.5 hours sleep, you're going to be a bastard the next day. He's like moaning, you got more sleep than me and you're breastfeeding. That's ridiculous. How is that possible?
Are you a thrasher? Do you thrash in bed?
No,
I would imagine you'd be like that.
No.
Taking the covers.
No, I expend all my energy during the day. But when I wake up, the thing is, when we wake up for the midnight feed, when, she's back to sleep like that.
Right.
And I'm like,
oh yeah, no.
Did I put the bins out? What am I going to do? Taxes? Do I do taxes now? Let's just try to start doing your taxes in your head at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a really good idea.
What day is this?
Yeah. So when they start sleeping full nights, it's going to be a great day in my eyes, because you would imagine getting away for 5 days a month or 4 days a month to come and do a convention, I'd catch up a little bit. But I don't know. It's just like God is having another laugh. He's like, no, I'm going to give you some jet lag, really bad. So
it's also hard too when we come to these things, because you're like, all right, I'm I'm not going to drink this weekend. I'm going to go back to the hotel room. You have this conversation, and maybe it's just me, but this conversation where, and then you walk into the green room and you see everybody, and we come out here and we see you guys, it's just like,
Let's party!
you never know. And then you look at the schedule, and it's like, fucking karaoke. All right, shit, well, at least I get to sleep in on Saturday.
I'm actually who's looking forward to karaoke nights? Who's coming to karaoke? So we really gotta raise the roof tonight at karaoke. I really have a feeling that we gotta put on a performance that is worthy of our 2-year absence.
I couldn't agree more.
Says me.
It's gonna be good. I hope you guys are all gonna be here.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Are you guys dressing up? I don't even know. Are people dressing up? Is there a theme?
Are you dressing up?
I don't know. I think I'm just wearing this.
I think I'm gonna wear this.
I don't even know if I can go back to the hotel.
Probably not. Hi. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you.
So I am in a play, and I'm desperately trying to memorize my lines before we open this week. Do you have any recommendations for me?
Wow. What's the
That's
play?
awesome.
I'm doing Steel Magnolias.
Oh, wow.
Steel Magnolias.
Comedy. Wow. Wait, so how long have you been in rehearsal?
So I got called in late because half the cast left.
Oh, wow.
Why did they leave?
Oh.
Bad director.
Okay.
Director
Well, what's
fired.
good opportunity? Step in and blow the roof off.
So I've only been rehearsing for 2 weeks.
2 weeks and you go up this week?
Yeah, we open on Thursday.
Holy shitballs. So, so tell me. Holy shitballs.
It's gonna be fine.
No. That's pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. You're fucked. No.
Oh, God.
No. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. Sorry, we're out of time.
All right, he's got something.
No. Listen, I did a lot of theater, okay? So the thing is, are you on good terms with your castmates?
Oh, yeah.
So you pull them in individually. You go and you do and just work each
Just
scene.
run lines.
Each scene you have. You cannot run lines enough. You cannot get that stuff into your head enough. And what I would also do, if you have the opportunity, during one of the rehearsals, if you're doing a read-through of the play, get your iPhone, put the iPhone down, and then play. And play all everyone's lines. So if you're listening to it, it's going in, you're listening to everyone just read their lines, you'll pick up on the cues, you'll pick up on your own lines, you'll hear yourself reading your own lines. So what I do when I have an audition, and it's quite a lot of dialogue, I would read both parts, or if my wife was around, I get her to read the other part of the scene, and I just read them very neutrally, just like you're saying your prayers or
just
whatever
say the words.
the fuck you might do. Say the words, yeah, and without any intonation. What's the word I'm looking for? Intonation. Thank you. And just read them as plainly and record them, and then just play them back when you're driving in your car. Play them back the whole time. Just spend you cannot learn lines well enough at this point. You can't overdo it. Is my point. So that's kind of the only advice I do. Repetition.
Yeah.
But then take some time to go to the con, obviously. Jesus. Let's get our priorities right.
It's been a while since I've done a play, but I've done some in the past that were very dialogue heavy, and it's repetition. It's just running lines with your castmate. Even if you don't have the opportunity to be on the stage, just sitting down and saying the word, just drilling that shit into your head.
It's hard,
It's hard. And look, now, I don't know where you are with the dialogue, but if I get an audition and I don't have a whole lot of time, this is gonna sound a little weird, but this is true. I draw a hot bath, maybe some bath salts, and I get in the fucking bathtub with my sides, and there's something about that stimulates my brain.
Well, you're ultimately focused on the one thing.
I can memorize short-term memory stuff,
Yeah.
so that I can immediately go into my little studio and do a self-tape, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Theater's a little different, but you find things that, places or ways, tricks, whatever you want to call it, but you'll be fine.
Run yourself a nice hot bath this evening.
Yeah. It just...
after karaoke. Madness. Hello.
Hi, my question is, it can span any show you've worked on or whatever, but what's your favorite joke that's been played on you or you've played on others?
I never played a joke. I don't think I've ever played a joke on anyone on set before.
Have you not?
I've never been in that position, I don't think.
Oh, wow.
And the one that I did do, I don't want to share because it's really disgusting. Jared
Well, that thing that Jared did to me in the first, that was kind of a prank, right? So I think that qualifies for a supernatural one. Let me think of if I ever did something to someone.
I had a scene with Jared in my first episode where he's looking at something on a computer, and then he turns the computer around to show me what he's looking at, and he turned it around and showed me just the worst thing you'd ever want to see while you're a guest star on a show and trying to remember your lines and do a good job and not get fired. And he just he thought it was hilarious. He really enjoyed it. He might have been the only one laughing, but in hindsight it was pretty funny.
I don't know. I think I did. We used to do this classic thing when you would try and wind up other actors during the rehearsal, and you'd be doing you'd always take their really serious emotional scene in the show, and my mom is dying, and then in the rehearsal, and they really give it socks, and they're like, which I would never do in a rehearsal. You just give it plain so you can save it or whatever. But he's like. And then the director goes, okay, cut, yeah, okay, let's go, let's film that. And I turn around to him and go, you gonna do it like that? Okay. No, it's a good choice.
I mean, I wouldn't do it that way, but...
You have to know the person quite well. How you doing?
Oh, that's messed up.
Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to hear a Halloween joke?
Yeah, I'd love to hear a Halloween joke, please.
How do you know a vampire is sick?
How?
Because of all his coughing.
Oh! Well told. I like it.
Nice. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Anyone else got a Halloween joke? You got any Halloween jokes?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't really do jokes.
No, that's true. How?
It's a funny joke too because of COVID.
It was a dig, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for picking up on that one. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So, I have a little bit of a challenge for you.
Okay. Bigger than this?
This is already a challenge. Yes.
Whoever loses at rock, paper, scissors have to share something embarrassing about themselves.
2 out of 3?
2 out of 3.
Wow. I'm already like...
That'd be so perverted. I was just seeing if we could get a big fist. No, again.
It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
2 out of 3.
Okay, 1.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, I have to tell an embarrassing story about myself. Where do I begin?
All right. Good way to end it.
End it on a high note.
Do I tell that sharding story again?
What?
No, maybe not.
Sharding story?
I think you just told it in that one sentence.
An embarrassing story about myself.
To tell the story about how my ass came out that one time?
Yeah.
That was it. That was the story. That was the embarrassing moment.
No, but I kind of made that one up. I've never... Let's not get into that one. Oh, God. Have I ever done anything embarrassing around any of you guys that you'd like to share?
No. I mean, we've all done embarrassing things around each other, right?
No. I've never been embarrassed for you.
I did once lock myself out of a hotel room naked. Did once. I was slightly inebriated. I walked out of the bathroom thinking I was walking into...
Butt naked? Like, just completely naked? No towel, nothing?
Butt naked.
Nice.
What'd you do? I was knocked on the door and eventually woke up my then fiancée. She
love that.
She got a great old gaggle out of it. Yeah, it's funny. So there you go.
All right,
naked story. Good story. Guys, this has been great. It's been so fun being back. Thank you for being so hospitable, Denver. Let's raise the roof tonight. Give it up for the boys.
Adam Fergus and McKinney. Just the two of us. we got the party going and really flowing, we're gonna stop it and play a game. It's a game as people stream to the exits. It's a game where there are only two answers. Hi. Two answers, yes or no. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Not much of a thriller, a real time killer. Such a buzz killer. It's a yes, no game. With your host, Jason Mans. Jason Mans. Jason Mans. Jason Mans. Jason Mans. Jason Mans.
Hey guys.
Jason Mans, everybody.
Hello. Hello, everyone. I have a question for anyone. Feel free to answer this. Does anyone remember how to play this game?
It can't be that hard. There are two answers.
That's true.
Yes, you can't be maybe.
Right?
You asked the question?
I mean, they literally grabbed me 2 seconds ago and said, yes, no game, go. And I was like, okay. I barely knew how to do it when I was doing it. And it's been 2 years.
No, I remember it was a rough start.
Yeah, it's about to be a rough restart. We'll figure it out.
I asked Jason earlier, like, do you have a panel today? He's like, I don't know. I think so.
I think I do.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Be good to Jason Mans.
See you guys.